Starting drag isn't something you can just kind of do, it's something you have to make a commitment to just because of the amount of things you have to get and make. Ever since I started, I always said I don't want to look like a transvestite or a cross-dresser, I want to be a drag queen. I started thinking about it at the start of uni and didn't really have the confidence to do it, and then sort of you fall into certain friend groups that help you develop as a person, and I've kind of started doing it properly really because of them for about a year or so now. And I am a cosplayer, so that was an easy window into drag, I guess, because they're reasonably similar. But I think the transition point was when I wanted to do a female character for a cosplay rather than a male character, and it was my first one. And I did that, and I justified it by just saying, oh, it's just cosplay, but then I was like, you know what, I want to create my own character, not just do characters other people have created. Drag at the minute, or recently anyway, since I started doing it, has been a sort of, I don't know, it just makes me feel better about certain things that have happened in my life and certain life choices. It's a kind of therapy at times, just because it's nice for a few hours, I guess, to not be yourself and to not have to remember all of those, you know, those comments and those things that were said when you were younger.
A lot of the time when I've been out with you in drag, it's been like privately.
Yeah.
Like a lot of parties.
It's been like
so
house
it's always
parties
been in
or
like
like
a safe environment. I mean, it might get to a point where we do decide to go out more publicly, and our responses might change. You're bound to, everyone doing something different is bound to get hate at some point. I just think we haven't, like...
And also, I'm very clearly not a woman. Like,
yeah,
very
like, I'm
clearly.
not, like... Yeah.
Some drag queens can get away with it because they look enough like a woman that a little bit of makeup makes them just look like a girl.
Yeah,
That's
they're
fine.
just feminine.
And also they wear not, like, period stuff. Because a normal woman with this hair and this outfit would be judged.
Yeah.
If you wore this dress and went out, everyone would be like, what the fuck? If anything, the only negativeness is that some people are too
really
into
it. Really
and it's like really creepy. To be fair, last time I went out, someone was like giving me the eye in the toilet and like asked for my number while I was standing there touching on my lip gloss, and I was like, wow. Yeah. There's a certain trend at the minute, I think, with drag that is sort of about almost more towards vulgarity and sort of sexual humour and sexuality, which is never really part of my drag. I never want to look like someone that someone wants to have sex with. I always want to look like someone that has a whole horde of men after her but doesn't want any of them. Well, I guess everyone goes through bullying in school, but mine was really not great. It was really hard at times. I've always had a difficult relationship with my dad. My mum is totally fine with it. Well, she says she is, I don't know if she is, but I'm pretty sure. My dad, I'm never sure where we stand, but it's not a problem. I think I wanted to ask for forgiveness rather than permission in a way, so I just kind of started doing it and then told them, rather than, it wasn't like I said, oh, I'm interested in this, what do you think? It was a case of I just did it, and then what happened happened. And I kind of have got to the point with it now that if they don't really, if they have an issue with it, then, you know, there's not much that can be done. I enjoy doing it, you know. In all honesty, one of the hardest things for me is finding a guy who'll date me as a guy. Most gay people like drag queens, but dating one is different. I do want to find love, I guess. That is a big motivation in my life, and it always has been. I guess I grew up on fairy tales a lot, and they brought me a lot of kind of solace and joy in knowing that things would get better despite, you know, how bad some things were. So it would be nice to find that Prince Charming.